Today on this episode of Reality Gaze.
The only thing worse than Brandon's roleplay is his Italian accent.
It's official. We don't like 3D ultrasound pictures.
And we talk about our vacations. Get the fuck ready. Roll it, Christina.
Hello, this is Captain Poodle speaking. Are you ready to find love?
Yes, ahoy, matey.
Love. Exciting and new. Go online. They're catfishing you.
Shocker.
Fiance.
Soon you'll be flying to parts unknown.
90-day Fiance.
Marrying someone you only met on your phone.
Be they French or Chinese, a brand new K1 visa's the key.
Ooh, the key to what, Poodle?
To love.
It's reality gaze.
Let's love.
I wanted to name the baby Air. No, baby, that means penis. No, baby. That means penis. Fork. Did you see that at the very beginning where he just went, fork?
Yes.
And stepped on a fork after praying, Allah Akbar, fork.
He's not going to make it very long in
He
America,
won't.
y'all. He is not.
I want to name the baby Air.
This is horrible that they're having a baby. If they weren't having a baby, this would be DOA.
This, did that scene with her at the table and talking about smoking and her kind of treating him like a child and this circular toxicity that happened, I'm like, this is horrific. It was really hard to watch.
This is dark, but I could see like him getting so angry and hitting her.
Yeah, totally.
Because he's like seething at the table.
Here's the thing. I felt even sorry for him in that thing about when she's like, how am I going to trust you? You don't want me to trust you. And the amount of absolute, not even guilt, but talking down to him that she was doing, because she's trying to even the playing field.
I totally agree. I don't know if I felt sorry for him because he's a horrible. Because
I agree. I'm just saying,
saw the taste of him from the tell-alls.
I don't want to hear anyone talk to you that way.
No.
Oh,
No.
yuck. Yuck.
Y'all, you can skip them, but we don't because we cover it for you. Because this is
Is it for
reality.
you?
We do
I
it
guess
for
it
them.
is.
I'm not doing
Not
it for
for
me.
me.
It's for them.
That's true. I guess it is. I don't know who I'm doing it for.
Yeah. We're doing it for you. Y'all, this is Reality Gaze, and we are back from vacation. I'm Maddie.
I'm Poodle. We are two ridiculous homosexuals who love tearing reality television new and
We do. Even if we don't like the people we watch, we still love talking about it and reading them for filth, especially with TLC's 90-Day Fiance. So there you go.
I do have to say, there's no one I really hate watch except for Tigerlily and Adnan. I think the Gino Jasmine thing is going to get lurid, but I'm still somewhat interested.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually a little interested in seeing what happens with Brandon and Julia, although all of their seasons seem to be a little bit similar.
It'll be interesting having her parents here because he said that they didn't. He said in the tell-all, I think, or no, in Last Resort, she does not have a good relationship with her parents. And
Right.
her parents were divorced, and I don't even think they really get along very well.
They don't. That's what she said.
It's just going to be Russian people fighting in the middle. That's
Just like the world.
I'm kind of looking forward to it.
And I am riveted by Kara and Guillermo.
I can't stop watching. I can't stop watching.
I came to a conclusion. She totally did this season to get divorced. Totally.
Maybe.
I think, and also to come out on the good side, like a housewife.
Well, I hope that she does it. That's what I would do. Well, she needs to not do those 90-day bad boy videos anymore.
know.
She's way too talented.
She's better
for
than
that.
that.
She's way better than that.
She is actually talented. She can sing really well. You see her dance moves?
Yeah, although he is a real asshole about it.
Yeah.
We're gonna get into it.
He's really stepped in it.
Yeah. He's not. Yeah. Yes. So, okay. We're going to talk about some things we missed on episode 3, a brief history of episode 3, and then we're going to get into episode 4. But very quickly, we have some announcements. One being that we are not covering Welcome to Plathville. We've mentioned this before. We've been letting y'all, we just want to let y'all know that we're not covering. There's other podcasts. We've said Cara Berry. What's that? Always
Everyone's business but mine.
Everyone's business but mine. Pink Shade is covering it.
Yeah.
I maybe a little misread. There are plenty of other podcasts.
Amy and Mary Payne did a long podcast on the first episode.
Oh, so Amy's doing it with her. Got it. Okay. So there are plenty of other podcasts that you can go to for that.
But if you are wanting to know, Lydia's fiance, he gay, y'all. He gay.
Mm-hmm.
You can see the image of a dick if you look really close enough in his eyes.
It's just in there going, "Hello, everybody. I'm up here, and I'm just ready to get something in my booty hole."
You know, he sees something. You know, sees something in eyes sometimes, like a thing. It's just a big veiny dick in the corner of his eye.
Does like Joanne Worley with his hand.
He is gay. Gay.
Yeah.
Gayer than a fucking picnic basket.
The power of
Poor
Christ.
Lydia.
The power of Christ compels him to suck a dick.
Yeah, right. Oh,
boy,
fuck me.
It did me. God.
But didn't you also pray not to want to suck a dick?
But the power of Christ compelled me to get on that dick, y'all, because Jesus doesn't care if you suck a dick. He doesn't care.
There's so many things. I don't think he cares about a lot of stuff.
He doesn't care about a lot of things. So he's busy.
He does care about things like hunger and injustice, but no one's listening.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. The band's left for the show of the night.
No one's listening to the words of Jesus these days.
Yeah, no, not really.
Yeah.
But also, we want to let you know it is going to be an exciting RG Plus September. We're calling it what again, Poodle?
August, September, October. Good God.
September.
That's the whole fall. September,
is,
though, is going to be this. So we're calling it the return of September Fully Loaded. Y'all ready for this?
It is. We're so stupid. We have master's degrees.
That made me warm again.
Oh, God.
I was cool for a second.
Love is Blind UK is dropping. Season 2 is dropping on August 13th. Thankfully, we just heard we are going to be able to get some screeners, hopefully. So it looks like we will be able to.
Not so late, so we'll do our best.
We'll do our best, but the show's going to drop on the 13th, and then we're going to drop our stuff after that, 24 hours afterwards. Also, Love is Blind. Season 9 is dropping
the
October
American
1st.
version. Yeah.
Yes, and then Chrishell's coming back. It's Selling Sunset Season 9. That's dropping on October 29th. Y'all don't forget to, if you're on the $15 tier, our Call Us segment, we're not going to have one today because we're going to be talking about
We got a lot to talk about.
We got a lot to talk about. But don't forget that if you're on the $15 tier, as well as you are going to, when Love After Lockup comes back, you're going to be getting video episodes of Love After Lockup because now our Happily Ever After episodes are on YouTube. Hello, if you're watching us, we're waving right at you.
I'm not waving.
Well, Poodle's going to show you his nipple, but I'm waving. Hi.
I don't want to wave.
Hi. So thank you for being our sub. We love our YouTube subs. So be sure we're up to 6,000 now.
Otherwise known as a subscriber, not a submissive.
No, same thing for us. I also saw too, our Facebook group has hit 12,000 people.
Yeah, we've been
I
growing.
just saw that. So join our Sissy Squad, the Facebook group. Just
We have
remember,
fun in there.
we do have fun in there. If you're on your phone, just scroll down and answer the questions so we don't think you're a chat bot.
People
or
keep saying, why
stalker.
won't they let me in?
So
It's not personal. It's because you won't scroll.
God bless you on this Mercury retrograde, y'all. It's already fucked us too. So dig in. Any other
yes.
announcements?
I think that's it. We talked about YouTube, and those air. If you're on our regular feed, those air on YouTube's Day, otherwise known as the second day of the week.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say YouTube steak. I was like, let it go.
YouTube's Day.
Okay. I thought you were going to make fun of the name again. I like the name.
YouTube steak. It's all I hear.
Just talk about Iceland. How was your vacation?
No, I want you to go first.
Oh, okay.
So
I didn't go to Iceland.
It's time for Vacation Corner. What is that's your what is Provincetown music? That's probably gay. Yeah, I was gonna say
it is because one of my friends, he just was mentioning today that there's this song, and he was getting banged in the dark room of purgatory, like literally, like by like the third guy. Because there's a dark room, y'all, and there's a pool table covered in like black vinyl, and you can just have sex on it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not judging. I didn't go. Honestly, I can't do it because A, I like to see someone's face.
Me too.
B, it's too hot. It's like it is suffocatingly hot in there, and it was Bear Week, so it just smelled like BO.
I was gonna say, how did you do during Bear Week with sometimes the bears do have an aversion to deodorant and they prefer natural scents?
I did not find that a lot. And
okay,
now,
good.
granted, you're outside a lot, so I didn't really have that very much. But no, he was getting banged. Literally, I think he said maybe taking his like second dick in the dark room, and he's sitting there and he's getting banged, and all of a sudden he's like, "Wait, this song's going. It's Mary, it's Tyler, it's Moore," and he went, "Is this song saying Mary, Tyler, fucking Moore while I'm getting banged?" And it was. We found it. It's just this like. It's Mary.
The other
Tyler.
part of this I have to ask
it's
is
more.
How checked out do you have to be to recognize the song that's playing?
Wait, you would do that? You're a music player. If you were getting banged and someone played like some song
here's the thing. I'm so usually, unless I'm bored with the sexual experience that I'm having, I probably wouldn't do that. But sometimes things will hit my ear. But yeah. To me, that feels like you might be a little checked out.
True. But
anyway.
No, Provincetown is wonderful. Bear Week is great. It is. Everybody's super nice. If you haven't been to Provincetown, it's not only a place for gay people. There was a lot of day trippers and a lot of straight people, and they even have a family
little seaside village.
It really
it's
is
adorable.
There's some great stores and shops and like really cool cultivated stuff. There's this. I'm not Butch, but there's a store. It's ironic. There's a store called Butch.
What? You're not?
No, I'm not. But there's a store called Butch that is I got a really cute Liza Minnelli tea there.
Wow.
And
so it's irony. Got it.
And there's a great store. I actually there's a great store called Women's Crafts, and it's a lesbian-owned store. It actually is nominated for a La Culturista Award.
Oh.
I
love it how only you would talk about the stores in Provincetown and not the parties.
They have a mermaid card that says shit that doesn't make sense.
Mermaids make sense to me.
This one says, I love you and your gay heart.
Oh, so you bought cards. Wow.
Oh, yeah. And then
someone stocked up on souvenirs.
This one says best witches. Love that one.
I like that one.
And then I got this one from my friend who came out as bi recently. By the way, I love you.
Oh.
So anyway, Women's Crafts. It's a great shop. Highly recommend. Clove and see. There's just a bunch of great. So there's great shot. I saw our friend Eric Lesh, who's an artist.
Mm-hmm. He's got a gallery.
Yeah, I saw.
Why does this feel like a commercial for Provincetown instead of a recounting of your vacation?
Well, I am going to, because we saw shows. We, of course, saw Dina Martina. We saw, I had never seen Joey Arias.
Yeah.
And he was fantastic. That was really great. Anyway, we took a boat tour with a captain who he was the captain of the ship in his like 50s. And then his boyfriend, Vlad, was the decky. And he was 22.
Family up.
Good for him. What? Yeah, good for him.
Whoa.
It's great.
Whoa.
But I'm going to get to what everybody wants to know. Forget vacation and relaxing on the beach. Y'all want to know.
Did you break your dry spell?
If I broke the dry spell because last year I went to Provincetown and I did not even kiss someone, let alone hold a hand.
You held your own hand.
Mm-hmm, pretty much. Boy.
Like Miley Cyrus.
Mm-hmm. I can buy myself my own flowers. But the dry spell is broken.
Oh, congratulations. I'm happy for you.
Boy, did it.
Okay.
It was like a release. It's like a panther was born, a tigress. I ended up, I'm going to say this.
Oh, no.
I'm just going to say this for sissies that are out there listening. I'm going to start with a heartfelt message first, and then I'm going to talk about the ridiculous. You guys, I'm not going to get into too much details because I'm saving it for the book I write one day or whatever I do it with. But, in my last relationship, I kind of thought part of my sexual self was dead. I just thought that didn't matter anymore. Mm-hmm. And I had another friend on this trip, and I realized he felt the same way. And I realized, I know a lot of my female friends, especially that are married, kind of like they're not interested. They just think that, that's something you did when you're young.
Yeah.
And I just want to let you know that if you feel that way, you can rediscover that part of yourself because I surely did. And it's actually really freeing and so much more fun.
I can't really follow anything about what you're saying.
You don't get this.
But I'm listening and I'm interested.
Okay, now take that. That's all you can do.
I have no idea and no context for what you're talking about here. But that's okay.
I could be shy around guys, and you know that about me. I'm not anymore. I'd walk right up to talk. Lord. I hit on so many guys, and I'm basically, I think I'm at least made out with 1 to 2 guys at least every day.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, I was a kissing bandit. Good
for you.
Did that, and then I entertained one gentleman. I'm going to keep that to myself because I think
come on.
Well, no, it was amazing, but I also think I might see him again. So I don't want to what if he listens?
Does he live here?
He travels to LA a lot for work.
Okay. Number one, I talk about all this shit constantly. You don't have the right.
No, that's your brand though. That's privately. Your brand. That's your brand.
Oh, okay. So
all I have to say he was a 6'4" man who looked like if the mountain from Game of Thrones was from Costa Rica. It was great. It was great. We had a really nice time. I also had really good sex with this other guy. So we were staying at the place called.
Oh, so more than one.
Yes, 2. There was but there was basically, we stayed at the Boat Slip, which is, y'all, that's famous because that's where tea is every day. Yeah. That's where I saw 2 sissies.
That's Grand Central.
It is Grand Central. And actually, they redid the hotel. It actually was nice staying there. But we were so we stayed there. But also, what's nice about staying at the boat trip is you didn't realize is that you go to tea, Boat Slip, sorry. You go to tea in the afternoon. And if you get along well with a guy, you just say,
just go upstairs.
Hey, let's just go upstairs.
That's kind of why people stay there.
Yeah, I ended up
figuring it out.
I ended up going to like a room party and then this couple was having a room party, and then I just made out with this married couple.
Well, there you go.
So I'm talking. And so,
A word of advice: stick with making out with them. Don't do anything else.
And it's great because everybody goes, I actually, I'll felt very complimented because I was, there's celebrities in there. I had a conversation. I talked to Murray Bartlett from White Lotus.
Oh, yeah.
He was there. I spoke to him a little bit. I saw Bob Mackey. He was walking right by me. I also, I'm sitting there at Boat Slip, and my friend he's like, hey, come with me to smoke a cigarette. And I said, sure.
You didn't smoke a cigarette,
No,
did you?
I didn't smoke a cigarette. No. But a guy offered me some pot. I smoked some pot, but not a cigarette. So
like an actual weed cigarette?
Yeah. And so
wait, I would love to see. Did you smoke it like this, or like you smoked a Virginia Slim?
I don't like to smoke, but no, I just smoked it like that. I don't hold it like a cigarette.
That would feel like a dog riding a bicycle to me to watch you smoking a joint, because I could see you taking a gummy or doing anything else like that, but not actually smoking a joint. I can't see it.
Anyway, well, I did.
Would you know how to inhale it? Would you?
I want you to think about my neighbor, Rachel, Spencer's mom, please.
But I just don't think I don't see you smoking joints.
It's on occasion. I don't really like to do it. I just don't like the act of smoking, period. But so I'm sitting there though, and we're talking, me and my friend, he smokes, and we're talking to some other guys. And then this guy, I hear this voice say, and the voice sounds recognizable. And he was like, oh my God, I love your shirt. And I turn around, and it's Carson Kressley. Just standing there right by me.
That's a good one.
And we just had like a great 15-minute conversation and just talked about P-Town, and it was wonderful. He was a doll. But anyway, back to the sex. So, so oddly enough, it's loud, and you're all this music, and so you sometimes can't hear because it's like ooh, ooh,
yeah.
Ooh. And so I'm prefacing that because I'm talking to this guy, or this guy comes up to me, and we're just chatting, and he's like, do you want a drink? I was like, sure. He goes by me at noon, comes back, and we're just chatting. And oddly enough, it made me laugh because his name was Guillermo.
Wow.
And he had a pretty thick accent. And I'm telling you that because it's kind of important to the story.
Okay.
And so we're talking, and we're getting along, and we're very flirty. He's into gingers, whatever. Okay, here we go.
Oh, the fetish.
You know what? That's fine. He was really handsome, really pretty brown eyes. I was into it. He also, I could tell by his Speedo, he had a big dick. So he had all the trappings.
Is it an complete underwear party?
What's a swimsuit party? People wear whatever.
You did not say that part.
People either will wear costumes because there will be themes.
Right,
for days,
I know about that, but
they'll wear a harness. Or it's barely. It's just whatever. And it's such a great body positive week. I'll be honest, it was great. So anyway, we live in conversation, and he said, I couldn't really hear him with the music, but he said at one point, he said, "I love your face," and I thought, well, okay, like. English isn't your first language, but sure. And he said it several times. And I was like, I just would say thank you. And finally I said, want to go up to my room?
Wow.
And he was like, sure. So we go up to my room. Great. The door shuts, slams me against the wall. We're making out. We're doing the stuff, all the theatrics. I was already ready to have sex, y'all, because you don't have to get ready if you stay ready, if you know what I mean. Okay. That's all I'm saying. Well, so anyway, of course, like I was right. Beautiful uncut dick, beautiful man. He was just like, he was muscly, but then a little thick in the middle. You know, I like a thick dick. He was a little shorter than me too. But anyway, so we like bang it out. Pretty good. It's pretty damn good sex. It definitely in like, I would say like top 10 of my life.
Well, I don't know if I would say you're pretty damn good. I think I would. Never mind. Keep going. I just think I would work on my superlatives if it was top 10 of your life.
It was great.
Okay, that's better.
Great. Yeah, I mean, it was great. So anyway, we bang it out, and then we're laying there in bed, and he's just kind of looking at me, and he's like, he was like, your eyes are so pretty, the blue. And I said, thank you. And then like, he looks at me again, and he's like, and I love your faces. And I said, faces. And then he raised his hand and he pointed to my mouth.
You got a brace fetish person.
And then, I want to say, in this moment, I had a decision to make. And I thought, you don't find out if you don't fuck around. And even though we had already had sex and he had already, as you would say, cummed rivulets of semen, I rolled over, I opened the drawer, and I pulled out my headgear and I put it on.
Stop.
And he immediately got hard
I'm
again.
Horrified.
And he banged me in my headgear because that's what needed to be done.
I'm
and
horrified.
It was amazing.
I'm
It was
horrified.
amazing.
Wow. You found someone sick enough. Let's just zoom out. Let's zoom out for perspective. If we could.
Well, he kept saying my name too, but he would be like, "Oh," he'd be like, "Maggie,
enough, please."
But
there are children listening.
But I had the headgear on, so all I could say was, "Her."
It's better than a ball gag.
You really can't say Guillermo when you're wearing something on your mouth.
Just imagine that kind of fetish, y'all.
He texted me like twice after that, and I was like, I don't think I could see you
Lock
again.
him.
Although that was great. That was really good sex. And I was even tempted because it's a nice dick.
I'm a little speechless with the headgear. Does it feel okay to be fetishized? I'm just curious.
As long as you're not hurting me, sure. Sure.
Okay. I'm happy for you. Just don't know.
The Provincetown was great.
Wow. So I went to Iceland.
How was Iceland, Poodle?
I don't know if I can follow that. Jesus. I did not expect for headgear sex to be involved.
I mean, immediate. He got like hard like that.
I want you to imagine what the associations for that would be.
You know what? That's none of my business. That's none of my business.
I guess not, but Jesus. I guess I'm the first person to say I'll be anything you want me to be. But I don't know. I might draw the line at headgear. I don't know. I'll talk about too what I saw in New York, but I'll do that later.
A
I
little
didn't see
Broadway
too much.
corner?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was home with my folks. You didn't really talk about your time in North Carolina at all, but
I didn't really have. If you've been listening, y'all, our friend Mary Payne at Pink Shade had a medical emergency, and so cut our trip short.
Yeah.
And it was Mary Payne was devastated about it. I was sad too, but I'll go back. And the main thing is she's
much better now and on the mend.
Much better on the mend. She's potting again. So I really didn't have much of a vacation. So until
just that week? Yeah.
Yeah, because that was,
I was home with my family for a week. You guys know that.
I still think yours was probably more stressful than even with Mary Payne.
Well, you're not far off.
I know.
But I was able to go. Went to New York on the 19th. No, I'm sorry. 9th. And I was there for 4 days. And I kind of got banged out like 3 times there.
Oh, good
They were
for
just
you.
all, for some reason, they weren't squirrely anymore.
You were spreading the news, literally.
Yeah. And one was, I was about to go to a show, and one guy said, "Yeah, I'm want to stop by my bar and say hi." We're on the apps. Did you meet most of the people Where do you meet these guys on the apps?
What a great thing to say, because you love hot men and you love alcohol.
And he's like, and I went, oh, you have a bar. And he, at the Tommy Bahama store, has a restaurant upstairs. And so I just stopped by, and I felt kind of, and he was attractive. And I was like, okay. And he gave me a free drink, and he's the manager.
This.
And so I was out
working really hard in the store if he's on Grindr.
And right, exactly. And I'm like, is this how you get guys to come see you, as promising the free drinks? He's like, maybe. And I said, well, it's working.
It's working.
So I go over there and meet, and I'm like, I gotta go see a show. And he's like, oh, well, just hit me up if you're to do something later. I'd already promised someone else, one of my regulars, that was gonna bang them. And I'm like, I think I'm gonna be out late tonight. And he's like, well, I come into the city maybe tomorrow. And I said, I have a late checkout until 1.
Perfect.
So I banged someone, a regular. It was okay. The worst thing is this is the tough. If you guys know this, when the regulars start to get feelings, yeah, that's it's kind of like, I want to spend more time with you next time you're here. And I'm like, oh, can you make me go soft even faster? Just ruins it all. And it was okay. It was an okay. He's quite serviceable.
I think about this though. If you eventually dated or got not even a boyfriend, let's not use that word, but dated someone from New York, as they're on the other side of the country.
Trust me, it's the dream.
You have a free place to stay to go see shows.
That would require staying with them.
Do you know how much money you could save on hotels?
Yeah, but
boy, this is your dilemma.
But then I wouldn't be able to bang anybody else.
Oh.
I got to sample. The city's my buffet.
There's
life
the rub,
is a banquet,
y'all.
And most poor motherfuckers are starving.
They are. All right, continue.
So he came to my hotel before he went to work and banged me the next day at around 12:30.
Great.
And then I headed off to the airport, spirited away
to Iceland.
And the flight was only about 5.5 hours. The weather I had my whole itinerary was kind of planned out for me, and it was going to be an active vacation. And I had a rental car that I picked up, which was this little tiny Hyundai IO, which I don't think they make in this country because they're extremely small.
No, I don't think they do.
And I drove that all the way over to the fucking country. And it was the country. If someone asked me, one of my friends was asking me about it, and I said, Iceland is wild. Not like wild, it's like, oh my God, it was wild. It's wild. Like, it's a wild country.
Mm-hmm.
It's strange. It's raw. It's just like, and like, I've never been any place like it. It was, every time I would see something new nature-wise, I would go, this feels really weird because this waterfall's out of nowhere. Because it's like made by fire and ice, volcanoes and glaciers.
Yeah.
So it's truly indescribable. The two moments I had, I drove about like almost 3 hours a day, driving to different things and seeing things. And this guy kind of made it all for me. And I went to the north and went all around the islands. It's hard for me to even describe it. One time I saw puffins. And I just felt this thing like, I really needed to see this. There was this kind of feeling of, this is really incredible. I'm literally 4 feet from a puffin.
You sent a video. I wasn't even that scared of them. They look cute.
And they were nesting. And the other thing I saw, what was it? I saw some seals that were really close to me. And it was just... I'll come up. I need to. I'll remember it later. So many things happen. I'm still like kind of just going through
everything nature related. Kind of is that
except for Reykjavik. Yeah, probably. You can see the food in general. People, I loved it. almost everything I had one tasting menu that was 6 courses that was like the history of Iceland in food. And it was absolutely incredible. I had some sheep. I had horse tartare, which I did not love because I love horses. But they eat horses there, and they eat horses there, don't they? And I had some Arctic bird that was an egg, Arctic bird egg, and it was absolutely incredible. And the thing about Iceland is you kind of have to adapt yourself to it. There is no I'm Western, I want this. You take what you get. And it's not, if you're looking for that kind of relaxing vacation of laying in the sun, this is not it. I would say if you like an adventure vacation, you would love this. And especially if you like to get up and do things. I was driving about sometimes at least 2-3 hours a day to different places. And I was kind of sightseeing and in my car probably 7-8 hours a day. So it was That's busy and it was really warm. The weather was great until Wednesday when I went to the south and it was really rainy and it was cold. And I was out in my rain gear and rain in Iceland blows horizontally. So it was, I got a little cold. And
did you go to the steam spa things though that people go to?
I went to those. One is the Blue Lagoon, and then as some of you know, there was a volcanic eruption on Wednesday, where I was on Sunday. I didn't cause it. I'm almost certain.
I think you did.
And the Blue Lagoon. So I kind of closed it down for all the tourists who wanted to come after me.
Could you feel where you felt like, was there an earthquake? Could you feel a volcanic eruption? No. You didn't. So you didn't know.
But I also did one at the Sky Lagoon on my last day there. You take the 7-step ritual where it's like you do cold plunge, then you do sauna, then cool mist, and then you do the scrub, then steam bath, and then the crowberry juice. It's an Icelandic ritual. But all in all, I had an amazing time. It was very inspiring, and I've never been any place like it. My mind is still kind of reeling about trying to put together what I saw.
Oh, wonderful.
Highly recommended if you love nature or just love how powerful the earth is. That's the other thing.
I love stuff like that. For sure.
It made you feel quite small.
Yeah.
And knowing how, and even though Iceland was only settled, it's relatively new, but it feels like you're at the mercy of the earth. Like the climate isn't like we have in Los Angeles. Mm-hmm. It's like you're at the mercy of it, and it is powerful.
I always say that when you leave LA and you experience weather, it's like thunderstorms back in Oklahoma. They remind you that you're just visiting.
Yeah. One other thing I was going to say, as far as like sex is concerned in Iceland, I was like, I definitely want to bang a Viking. Okay. I really do, because they're all most people are descended from Vikings there. Mm. And
tall, we're a lot of very
usually,
tall.
Yeah,
they all built like inky, tall, and,
kind of, yeah. So, and there were a lot of Americans, people visiting, and they were on the apps. I'm like, I don't want to fuck you. I want to fuck a local. I don't want to do this. If I'm going to go someplace that's international, I don't want to fuck an American. I could fuck here.
Did you learn dirty talk in Icelandic?
Oh my God, I did learn some Icelandic. But I have to tell you, I might save this story because it's going to be already too long. But so I was Reykjavik. I was only there for one day, and I was just getting all the foreigners, and I was like, I just kind of want someone local. And the next day, and y'all, you're not finding tons of gay people outside of Reykjavik. It's just not there. It's very small cities. So I was like, I'm probably going to be fine. Then I'm in Then I'm in the South in my hotel and I'm on Grindr, and the guy who checks me into the hotel hits me up on Grindr, who was running the front desk.
Oh no. You did it, didn't you?
Well, he wasn't a local, but he was from Poland.
At this point, did you just say close enough?
I did. He came to my room after his shift ended.
Wow.
And then I said, "Can you give me a discount at the front desk when I leave?" He's like, "I'm sorry, I cannot do that." So I'm like, come on, bang me anyway.
Wow.
So we banged it out.
Wow.
Anyway, so I still hadn't gotten a taste of a local, an Icelander.
Well, that's why you told me you wanted to go back, and now I know why.
But on the final night, I was there on Reykjavik. I've been talking to this guy ever since then who was from Iceland, and we were just like flirting. I'm like, "I'll be back on Saturday." And so, but I go over there really late, and he's extremely charming, and we're talking about Iceland. He's like, "Well, actually, I'm a linguistics professor."
Oh, God.
And y'all, we talked about the Icelandic language, the folklore, everything I'm obsessed with. And he said, he's like, "But you're leaving tomorrow morning?" And I said, "Yes." He's like, I flew back. He works for Iceland Air. He's like, "I just flew back from Paris today. I'm just so tired." And I was at one point, I was like, "All right, shut it down." I love all the talk, and if it's not going to lead up to someplace. He was so hot too, and really tall, and looked like a fucking Viking.
Well, maybe you'll end up. We were talking about New York.
Might.
Maybe you'll get a boyfriend in Iceland. That's even better, even farther away.
I do want to go back. I discovered this podcast that I'm obsessed with called Stories of Iceland. I'll talk more about it on Daily Dose, I think. But it was all about the folklore of Iceland, and there's trolls. There's the people called the elves, who are not like we think of like little people who live in houses, but almost people, they're called the hidden folk, who they look like you and I, but they never show themselves to humans. And they're both kind of fearsome and good-natured. But they kind of represent the Iceland and nature, and kind of the unfeeling and the opposite of religion. And it's like they have such a folklore tradition that I became just completely obsessed with. And I bought like 4 books about it. And I'm really into Iceland, and I'm going back.
Well, good.
So, yeah. And the whole time I drove around, it was like me listening to this like Icelandic road trip thing that I made for Spotify. And it was all Icelandic artists. And it was unreal. I had a fantastic, it kind of blew me away, the country.
Oh, it's wonderful.
Highly recommended. I will say, don't bring your young children, because I'm sick of hearing them have meltdowns about how much they work. Now, if your kids can hang, if they're like 7 or 8, they can hang. European kids can hang. American kids can't. We're used to going to like Daytona Beach. And Europeans do active vacations.
Yeah.
European kids were like walking up these mountains. American kids were having a meltdown at the bottom of the mountain because they hadn't gone to the bathroom in 30 minutes. But honestly, there weren't a ton of American tourists there. A lot of German tourists, a lot of French tourists, a lot of Italian tourists who were always on their phones.
Okay.
And some Brits. But I think probably Americans were around like 4th or 5th. But lots.
I wonder
of
if a lot of
Germans.
Canadians go there because it's closer-ish.
I don't know. Canada's probably just as close to New York.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Anyway, it was fantastic. Highly recommended.
Well,
I'm going back.
There's our vacation update, y'all. There you go.
Now we can talk about the show.
Now we
it's
can talk
only
about
45 minutes. I would actually rather talk about this than Tigerlily and Adnan. So now do we talk about episode 3?
Yeah,
let's just briefly get it out of the way.
I honestly, the only note I have about Tigerlily and Adnan, I don't know what you have, but the only thing I wrote down from their segment last week is his brother is hot.
Oh my God. This brother is so fucking hot.
He's really fucking
much hotter
hot.
than Adnan.
Much
and not
hotter.
losing his hair.
Yeah. That's all that I have for them. I don't know what you wrote. There was nothing really important.
It really did. The Andy Kaufman character on Taxi really is how Adnan sounds.
It is. Yeah.
And I think they haven't moved in, y'all. They're in the hotel because they're not going to be able to move into the cabin. And Adnan does say, I would be more happy when you are a Muslim, maybe. And he's like, but I'm saying I would hope to be a Muslim. Not you will be one.
Tell me this. So
I'm just helping you, baby. Gino and Jasmine, there's nothing, there's not really that much here except for at the very end, in the most dramatic fashion, Jasmine is left in a parking lot with nothing but a coffee machine, some jackets, and a yoga mat. Mm-hmm. It's very dramatic.
It was sad. I'm not going to lie. It was sad.
Yeah. And he wants a divorce, he says. And he also says that he has proof, but based on the phone records, that she started calling Matt 4 months before they agreed to the open marriage.
And she responded, and y'all, this happened on the show. So her story actually tracks more.
Yeah.
I remember her saying, I beg him to take me to the gym and he won't come and pick me up and go to the gym. I'm stuck in the house all day. I have nothing to do and I need to work out she was saying, for my happiness.
Right.
And she said those phone calls are from calling Matt because he would pick her up and take her to the gym.
Right. And
so I think it tracks.
So I think there's something in the middle here that's probably the truth, but Gino thinks he's completely blameless, of course.
He does.
And I think, and we also see Dana talking to Gino about Jasmine, and he was saying what Michelle, his wife's telling him. She says she still loves you. And so there's a little bit of unsureness from Gino. And I really do think that Gino is seeing this season as his attempt to be the hero of this relationship.
Think he wants to make Jasmine look like a horrible person.
Yeah.
It's just not.
And it's going to backfire on him, I think.
It's backfiring on him, yeah.
Because production is trying to make him look absolutely ridiculous with this new woman, Natalie. I think that's about it there.
Now it was our queen Darcy is getting an understated look. And I gotta say, these lashes look so much better on her.
Oh my God, thank you. They're not like spiders in front of her eyes.
I say to everybody, like, pick a lash that you want and then choose the one that's smaller. But I always say that because, and I think people, they want the lashes because they think it makes them look more feminine. But as you can see with Darcy, it actually closes your eye off.
Her eyes were so much more open.
She has really pretty eyes.
The biggest lashes you can wear without looking kind of either like a drag queen or someone who is, it's just almost too much, is probably what she's wearing now.
Yeah. I mean, because she still looks like a lot, but it looks way much better. And we did get a great line at the end, though, of her segment where Darcy says, I'm just a giver. I just want to give love.
I want them to feel my love.
I want to feel love. I want to give back.
Cries and Botox.
Oh, I love her. I love her so much.
I do have to say, when they're picking up clothes and Darcy with the Persian woman Roxy, who's married to Svet, and they're trying to like make her try on clothes that are more conservative. She's like, what? And they're like, she's like, your boobs are still out. She's like, I'll wear this really sensitive white coat. And it's this like Bond villain white coat. And I wrote down, this is almost like Nathan Lane in The Birdcage when he was trying to dress up as a straight man.
Yes.
And had like the one pink sock.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Exactly.
And so she, they basically saying, so we're going to go for something less than a Bratz doll. And I said, that's exactly what they asked for. That's what the Silvas asked for, y'all. They want to look like Bratz dolls.
They do.
And did you see when she asked Darcy to wear a flat, what happened? She was so uncomfortable. Later on, she's like, Georgie says, your boobs are out. And he gets pissed. He's like, don't walk around the streets of Bulgaria. You look like a prostitute whore. And Bulgaria is a very conservative country. Not like even compared to like even places like Moldova, where Andrei
and I get
Libby
it.
are.
It's hard not to take this personally.
Yeah.
But I think Georgie could go about a better way of saying like, I love who you are.
Yeah.
That's who I fell in love with. But this isn't about me or you. This is about
I don't think
culture.
that's Georgie. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not Georgie.
The only thing from the Florida contingent is I'm trying to figure out how this story is going to work. I don't know. Do you think Lauren and Alexei have a story besides trying not to get Libby going to Moldova?
I don't think they do. I don't think they have any problems right now. And I just think that, again, Libby and Andrei don't have anybody anymore in Florida except for her dad. They have no one. So they have no one. And that's a problem on 90 Day Fiance when they have no one to bounce off stories from or to provide friction. Yeah. And I think that is, I actually I don't mind watching it. And honestly, as somebody on the behind the scenes, as a actor producer, I'm kind of like, good for Lauren for making her money and going, sure, you want me to do this? Great. We don't have any problems.
She feels like a nudge. And it's just the one point where, why are you so invested?
I think, I don't think there's do I think in actuality she is? No, but she learned from the best. Her mother.
Oh, yeah.
So she knows how to do it. It'd be different if they thought they were friends for a long time.
Mm-hmm. I also think that Lauren and Libby are very different. And
very different.
And Lauren doesn't seem to understand that, which makes it seem almost like self-serving at the end.
I think Lauren and Alexei are going to be like a home base for both of these couples. For Libby and Andrei, and also for Yara and Jovi Child.
Later on, the girls are going out for a girls' night, and the men are watching the kids. Not babysitting, as they said, because, again, y'all, men should watch their kids. That's just it. You're not babysitting if you're watching your own fucking kids.
And they basically, Lauren kind of apologizes, but Libby would wish that she apologized more.
She said words that kind of sounded like an apology.
I agree with Libby. Like, I think she should have taken more and owned it.
I also have to say, y'all, we did find out that Andrei's youngest son, Andrei Liz, is a biter. He's a biter. That's how he shows his affection.
Makes sense.
Same. I do too.
Winston, it makes sense to me. Y'all, that kid, he's a biter, and that kid's probably going to have to, Libby's going to probably have to put him in a harness like you were running around
biter,
Moldova.
That one. Yeah. And so they're at a strip club later on, and Lauren keeps saying, I don't know if I can see you in Moldova. Like, first of all, you don't even know what the country was.
I didn't pay attention to what they were talking to because these strippers were hot.
I think, to me, these strippers weren't, because they were almost too jacked.
That's what you want a stripper to be, though. You don't want to date them. You just want to feel their muscles and their
I'm just saying,
dick.
I'm not really into super jacked bodies. I don't find them super attractive. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
Okay.
You're like, I'm not familiar.
Yeah. You don't like strippers, though, at all.
In general, they kind of skeeve me out.
Yeah, you don't like, so it's just not your thing.
But like, these were too ripped for me. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. There's no such thing, you're saying?
Lauren, if you listen to the show, tell me where you went. And the next time we go do a tour in Tamps, we might be going.
And y'all, but Yara is kind of saying, what if she likes it in Moldova? She's like, you know what? Libby, you're in Europe, so you can go to any other country real fast.
Really fast.
And Lauren's like, she's throwing me under the bus. And Libby basically says at the end, when we get back, Lauren and I need to have a conversation about boundaries. I don't think that's going to go well because she never really had them with her mother. So she doesn't really understand them.
Let's talk about Let's do you want to move on to Kara and Guillermo?
No, that's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have it. Okay. This was interesting because we saw in the preview, we were like, where the fuck is he getting this? But he goes to talk to her mother, and we find out that Kara's father was in the military. And so he's talking about flight school, and the mom is the one who gives him the advice about the Air Force.
Yeah.
And actually, I got to say,
I think it's a great idea.
I think it's a great idea. It goes back to the problem of what we talked about before that we're going to talk about. What we see with Kara in this episode is he's 26 or 24 or however old he is. She's 32. She has a kid. Like she wants to go to Milan and do her own, like she wants to do her stuff too. And so she knows that if he's in the military, she's right. The whole family serves, y'all, as they say. Like a spouse kind of gives up their life a lot of times to move around or do whatever needs to be done.
I see her point, but I also see his.
I do too.
Wanting something for himself. And she's telling him to wait to do his thing, but he sees her not waiting and doing everything. And I think there's part of her that says, but you can't multitask like me. I can do all these things. I can spin these plates. I can juggle.
True, but at the same time, you've got to let the flower breathe or it's going to die. And so she's got to loosen up on that. He needs to feel like, is he like, even Kara's mother brought up, like she even said he has trouble really getting organized and taking responsibility, which again is why the military could be such a good thing. I
totally agree.
And I think it's sad, the timing of it, and that they have a kid, because I'm like, this, I think is, like you said, I think it's the perfect thing for him to do.
I really honestly think she went on this show to get divorced. She seems to have enough of the ambition in it and to be planning ahead that enough.
Yeah.
I can see it. Now, do I believe everything that she's going through on screen and she's breaking down? I believe that is 100% true.
Oh, I do too. Yeah, I don't.
And I do believe they loved each other, or they love each other. And I think they found each other at the wrong time. Yeah. I think he's way too young.
Yeah.
And hasn't really experienced as much as he needs to right now.
No.
And she's already almost too set in her ways and will not give up what she wants for herself for anyone. And I don't think she should.
I don't think she should. And also, I get it. When you're a performer, especially if you're a woman, it's getting better. But the older you get, the harder it gets to make a career. So she knows that she's in her early 30s. She feels probably like she has limited time to make this career happen.
No, she's got about...
And she already, you got to think, she got pregnant. They both got pregnant together, whatever, if they chose to do it on purpose or accident or didn't use production. It's both of their responsibility. But I guarantee, like, I wonder if she thought he would... I wonder what their dynamic was when they had, like, baby young. Did she do most of the caregiving? Did he? Or I don't know what their dynamic was, because it's almost like now she feels like, well, I did all that. I raised this young baby, and now it's my turn.
I don't know.
I don't know what it is either, but I think that's just, don't you think sometimes that's how I feel when she talks?
I think she is so driven that she will move mountains to get what she wants. And something like, if it comes between her career and Guillermo, it's not even a choice.
It's hard being married to a creator, like an artist. We both have talked about this, how we both don't think we would ever be in relationships again with someone who's not an artist or creator, because
or some type of, at least have a hobby of doing it.
That was hard in our relationships. And and we weren't even pregnant. Well, at least not that you know of.
Inhospitable womb.
So that's been an hour. You want to go on to episode 4?
Yeah. Let's go.
That's the show, everybody. No.
Let's jump into episode Happily Ever After, season 9, episode 4. A boy's best friend is his mother. You probably don't even know where that's from, do you?
Is that from Psycho?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
You've never seen it though, have you?
Yeah.
You've
I've seen
seen Psycho?
I've seen the old one, and then I saw that terrible Vince Vaughn remake.
Why?
Someone wanted to go see it in college, and we went. That's when we liked Vince Vaughn. We thought Vince Vaughn
there was
cool.
a time.
There was a time where we liked him. Yeah. It was in college.
Like
It's
with
20 years ago.
swingers and
We're like, whoa, we like Vince Vaughn. No, we don't. But I saw the original.
I think takes a lot of gall to remake a Hitchcock film.
Well, also to remake it exactly the way it was filmed and shot before.
So stupid.
It was so stupid. It made no sense. There was no other artistic interpretation.
It's absolute folly to just recreate something like that.
I actually
Why
like
bother?
Hitchcock. That's not that scary, but like,
what a stance! I do like Hitchcock.
no, but I mean, because I don't like The Birds because that's too scary for me with the birds. But like Rear Window, that's
Vertigo,
a fantastic movie. Vertigo, those are great movies.
Yeah.
Didn't he direct the one too with Doris Day? Which one was that? Que sera? He did.
No. He did
I
not
thought he
direct Que
did.
Sera Sera. No,
whatever that movie is called, Doris Day, Que Sera. What movie is it? It's from The Man Who Knew Too Much. Isn't that Alfred Hitchcock? Yeah, that's Alfred Hitchcock.
But I thought that was you were calling the movie title.
No, I
like,
was trying to remember the name of the movie.
Yeah,
that movie. Have you seen that movie?
I have not seen that Hitchcock.
That movie's fantastic
because it's got Doris Day in it.
No, but it's it's basically about their child is kidnapped.
Oh,
and she sings.
I haven't seen that one.
She sings a song, Que Sera. I don't want to ruin it for you, but she sings the song Que Sera to the little boy.
Oh,
and so that's like the kind of anthem of her to try to find this boy.
Oh, wow!
It's a really great movie. Did we just switch? What happened?
That Hitchcock knew what he was doing.
I think he's going to be big.
Brandon and Julia, this is their first foray, which tells you they're coming out in episode 4. I don't think there's going to be that much to see. We're doing some pizza delivery role play, and this is painful.
Well, okay. So what is your critique of the role play as someone who has, I don't know, what are the awards? An Emmy, a Voxy. What are the awards called that you've been nominated many times for role play? A Rolly. A Rolly. So
it's an honor just to be nominated.
Yeah, but you never win because you fuck somebody on the panel. You get disqualified.
Here's what it is. You got to commit to the bit.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't be smiling and cheesing all the way through, because people don't do that in a role. If the pizza delivery guy's coming,
gotta make them believe.
Yeah, if the pizza delivery guy's coming there, he's not going to be already smiling at you.
Yeah,
you got to really believe that you're the pizza delivery guy who has no business to be there except for deliver a pizza. And then suddenly you see this guy who you immediately want. You find him so magnetic. Do I say guy? I mean woman. But
whatever. Use your story. It's fine.
Yeah. You just gotta believe in it. The problem is they did not believe it.
I agree.
They did not believe their story.
I actually think Julia committed less than he did.
I totally agree.
Brandon at least tried. He just went too much when Brandon was like, "I've got 6 kids at home." I'm like, "Kids are going to ruin everything."
That's one step too far. I agree.
Yeah, that's no. You say shit like, "Oh man, I'm saving up to go to Burning Man. I need to get paid."
Yeah,
shit
I really need some money, and I've been like horny all day.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I need a new sound system for my car, bro.
We're already going too far afield.
Yeah. Where are we
back
now?
A little bit.
Wow. And now I just want pizza.
We do find out, Julia says, sex isn't that important for me, but I know it is for him. So I want to get back to where we used to be. And she actually talked about this on The Last Resort, which makes me think they could almost do with sex therapy.
Yeah, I think so too.
And
it makes me wonder a little bit if, because now it's not the same as the strip. It's not sex work. It's not stripping. But, she was a go-go dancer. Mm-hmm. And maybe that was just about dancing for her and feeling free. But there is quite a sexual. It's about being sexy as a go-go and tapping into that sexuality.
Yeah.
So I would be interested if I was her therapist, like what is different from that Julia than now? What changed? What made you conceptualize that differently? Was there trauma?
Yeah. That's a good question. I don't know.
Yeah, it doesn't.
They're also her parents are coming over. They're visiting for a month, and she's very stressed. They're divorced, but they're coming over, and it seems like, and Brandon says when they're around, she's very stressed out and takes it out on me. They're also planning on having a second wedding in Miami. I'm not sure.
Miami.
The only reason they're going to Miami is so I feel like all the couples can attend.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So maybe TLC paid for this.
Yep. Mm-hmm. I totally think the Florida contingency is going to come to this.
Yeah. And so.
Because Yara and Julia, I think, are friends.
Or
friendly.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
And so, y'all, that's when, as soon as I heard Miami, I went, oh, that's why.
Also, Queen Darcy lives in Miami.
You know what? I don't think they would come. I don't think Darcy and Stacy live on the same planet as the rest of them do.
No.
I don't think because it's always kind of weird when Darcy is around everybody else because there's almost too much star quality. Stacy can kind of blend in
a little.
Yeah.
A little.
Darcy can't.
She can't.
So they are, of course, the parents are coming. She's like, well, I've cleaned out a little bit of the guest room. She's like, you mean my mom's room? Of course. So y'all, they go into this room. There's shit in every drawer. It looks like sewing kits.
Oh, there's
like
everything.
Things she's bought from airplane catalogs.
And they also, I got to pop back just one second because it's something comedic genius in the editing that we didn't discuss. With the whole pizza thing, when they are on the bed and they decide to have sex, the camera cuts away and we get this really sexy saxophone music.
Oh,
and
yes.
Then a chyron that says 5 minutes later.
And I don't even think they have sex, though.
No, that's the whole point. It's like nothing happened. But still, I thought they had sex and they did 5 minutes. It was very funny. Kudos to TLC for that. I just wanted, that was.
I do think this season is better produced in a way. Like
I'm liking this hay.
I don't know if I'm going to go that far yet.
I am though.
But because I can't really speak on a hay season until I'm at least halfway through. But you know what? I don't despise it yet.
It's only Tigerlily and Adnan that I hate watching.
I still can't believe they're on. I really think that they filmed them. I think they thought they had better hopes for them. And I think it just blew up in their faces. So later on, we have now as a son of a plumber.
Thank you.
Brandon decides to replace the sewer line himself. Y'all, he is an exterminator by trade. I feel like this is very difficult.
That's why I had a dream about plumbing last night. I dreamt about plumbing. And I'm like, it's because I watched this yesterday.
So can you elaborate on this? This seems like a difficult thing to do.
I've done it. I've done it with my father. Ironically, the digging is one of the hardest parts because you've got to dig those trenches pretty deep to do.
Right.
Also, you're going to fuck around and find out. You don't know what other lines you're going to hit. There could be power lines. There could be gas lines. This is not. Maybe he had the gas company come out and mark the lines because they'll do that for you. But this is actually for $6,000, which that is a lot of money. But this would be $20,000 in Los Angeles. Yeah. So I'm like, bro, you just need to pay the $6,000 and have this done and it looked like their lines are really old line. So it's also too, you don't have the tool. You've got to go buy the tools or rent the tools to do it. You don't know how to use the tools.
Yeah. Okay. I think heard too much. Okay. So all I asked was saying, is this involved?
Well, I've done it, so I know. Sorry, you're getting expert opinion over here.
I didn't need to know what you were going to have to buy.
Can you do this yourself? You can if you're a skilled, handy person. Like your brother is a house builder.
He would be able to do this.
And he's not a plumber per se, but he could do this because he's built houses. And
I wouldn't be able to do this.
Oh, no, you would just see the open pipe and just start backing up to it. Fuck it, let it fuck you.
Possibly.
Turn on the water, boys. She's about to get flushed.
So Julia comes back with the dogs. Sadly, I think one of the dogs did pass away. I think they had to put down one of the dogs, sadly.
Well, German Shepherds don't live very long. Well, they don't.
That was maudlin.
Well, I had a German Shepherd, Ruff. I loved him, but they only lived
one of the most unoriginal names ever.
Well, my brother was a child and named him. He was half collie, though, too, so he lived a little longer, but it's like 8 years. That's why I can't get a big dog. I love big dogs, but I am not putting in that much time on a dog that I'm only going to get 8 years out of. I need at least 10
it's
or 12.
It's about efficiency, really.
Kind of.
Yeah, I agree. I don't want a dog anyway. So, of course, Ron and Betty bring up, so, Julia, we're so excited. Also, every time I look at Betty's hair, I think...
Okay, thank you.
Every single time I see it, I'm always reminded of how awful it is. But it never gets... My reaction never tempers.
Well, it got worse.
Okay, thank you. So it is indeed worse.
It's a new cut. It looks, we've said this for other people, but this really, it looks like just a female Lego hair that someone just popped on her head. It looks like it doesn't move. It's terrible layers. It's also dyed too dark.
It is. It's dyed. The color is bad.
As we mature, your hair color needs to go lighter. Otherwise, it looks like you just dyed it all.
It also feels like it almost looks like a male hairstyle, like a male perm from the early 80s.
It feels like Davy Jones or yes, it feels that. Or what is that guy's name? He was a rocker. He was on an episode of Wonder Woman.
That's okay. I don't think
David Cassidy. It looks like David Cassidy to me.
No, this is a bad David Cassidy. Maybe a tighter perm.
Yeah, it's not. Or it's not good. She needs to either grow it out longer and longer layers, or she needs to cut it short.
I'm going to say this now. This is one of the worst hair situations on reality television.
It's bad, and she needs to take.
That's saying something.
She needs to go. She needs to go to a dark blonde instead of this brunette.
This is extreme measures that needs to happen.
I get it. I have a best friend at home. His mom, she still dyes her hair that dark color, and it just looks so...
It's not good.
Yeah, I don't lighten up.
So they're asking where the parents are going to stay. And she's like, well, my dad is going to stay in the guest room, and the mom's going to be in the dog room. It's like, well, what guest room? You mean our room? And then they do this really over-the-top acting scene from college, which I don't really believe.
I don't believe it. However, I do believe, don't forget, Ron and Betty are cheap as hell.
That's true.
So they probably are pissed that they would have to get
not as cheap as Gino.
No,
we
not
see
as
the
cheap
thrift
as
store later.
But it is ridiculous that they're like, we've got to get a hotel when the family came all the way from fucking Russia.
No, it's ridiculous. Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah. So later on,
which this leads into this whole Julia not wanting to go to the doctor, second opinion. And we kind of understand her more because it's been a little bit like, Julia, you said you were going to do this. But we kind of find out it's, she gets in a fight with Betty. Betty's spinning. She's pulling a mother poodle. God, I just always try to help.
She's turning into a brat. She doesn't appreciate everything we do. We're not the bad guys. We're trying to help. And Betty finds her later. Says, I'm just trying to help you. And Julia basically says he's trying to push me to do it. He's not trying to comfort me and help me through it. And I think the big issue here is she hasn't yet gotten over the idea of a doctor telling her she couldn't have children.
Yeah, I think maybe she's not saying it, or maybe she said it, and I thought it was pretty clear in Last Resort.
Mm-hmm.
She's scared.
Yeah.
She's really scared to go to this. And it also comes down, and I wonder if she said this, she's scared that he's going to leave her if she can't give him
That's
a child.
exactly the problem.
And I don't think he recognizes that. Brandon's nice and all, but I don't know if he's the brightest bulb in the bunch.
It's not that he's stupid. It's just that he's not very emotionally intelligent.
No, yeah, that's more what I mean. Yeah.
But she says basically, I'm going to do this second opinion, but it's going to be me that wants to, not Brandon, who's going to push me to do it.
Also, maybe she wants to have her parents there when she does it. Maybe she wants to do that with her mom.
I don't know. I completely understand her not wanting to do it, and I think what he could do is say, "Look, if we do find out the worst, still, I think he even did this on the Last Resort, and maybe he didn't, but
It feels like we're retreading something. I think that's what you're bringing up, and I agree.
I think that there are some people who don't watch everything. Doesn't make sense to me, like that everything that everyone puts out. So I think they're trying to give a full.
That's a good point. That's a very good point.
Shall we move on? Let's just get through it, y'all. Adnan just goes, "Fork!" when he steps on a fork.
Now, what do you think? I don't mind that the baby named Zane.
I don't either. No. It's better than air.
It is better than air.
She said, because we met for the first time in an airport.
So stupid.
What about?
Why don't you just name your kid LaGuardia? Like, what a fucking idiot. What's your kid's name? This is Dulles, everybody.
Heathrow.
Now, that's actually a pretty name.
No, it's stupid. It's really stupid. And he's like, but in Arabic, it means something private. Points down to his penis.
Sorry, somebody's dog's going off. I know it makes some of your dogs crazy. But if I've got to talk about this bitch, I need to be able to do her voice.
So they're fighting about his driving.
He is a crazy driver.
Well, the thing about it is, I think he's doing it just to show off and to see what he can do.
He's an asshole, and he's wants to dick swing show what a fucking man he is.
Right.
This man is so insecure about his masculinity. I think in this episode we see he chalks it up to his culture. I kind of want to push back a little bit because we've seen other people, met other people on this show that also are Muslim, are from the same parts of the world. And I think this guy feels so fucking insecure about himself.
It's also the fact that he's the baby of the family. He's gotten everything he wants.
Yes.
The women dote on him.
He's a gross guy, honestly.
I totally agree. He's an asshole. He's a man
asshole.
Baby.
Mm-hmm.
It's just...
He's going to fuck up her life. Again, we already talked. I worried about some physical. He will cheat on her. He will get other wives. He will make her life a living hell.
I don't know what she expected by marrying a 23-year-old guy.
I don't think she expected, because she even said, like, it's like I'm raising another child. I was like,
he's 23 years old.
I can't feel sorry for you. He's 23, and you did
I actually don't feel sorry for her at all.
No, you did no legwork about his culture. Like, you know nothing.
I also think she is an active participant in this type of power struggle kink that they consistently do.
I agree.
And she needs to try to subvert his masculinity with her money or something. And it's all part of it. And she says, and she even says in an interview, he married an American and we're in America and he needs to play by my rules whether he likes it or not.
I don't like
so
that.
It's that kind of talk which tells you everything about what the reasons she's in it for.
She really thought, the stupidity of this woman, though, that she thought, I'm going to get pregnant with this baby. I'm going to move him here. And also, don't forget, we don't know fully his financial situation, but she's the one with all the money.
Yeah.
And she's thinking, oh, that is going to supersede anything that
And he
no,
likes
honey.
nice things.
Not where he comes from and not how baby he is. He will fight her to the death to get what he wants to be in control.
Yeah.
I don't think this is a wild horse you're never going to break, Tigerlily.
I think that's the part of it that I just see.
She's trying to break it. Yeah.
Yeah. So they're at the ultrasound place and she's crying and he's like, "You're gonna be like this all day." It's like, and of course, y'all, he's not apologizing for anything.
No,
because he doesn't think he did anything wrong.
No, he doesn't.
And he's like, "What did I do?" And she's like, "Well, I don't like your driving." And he's like, "I'm sorry, I did not mean to do a bad thing." Which is the interesting thing here is he is so self-involved that he can't even put himself in her place to understand. Yeah. So then that's when it becomes like she's his mom, like that thing that's seen at the table. And she enjoys feeling that way. Mm-hmm. She almost gets off on it.
Yeah.
God, this relationship is so fucked up.
I know. I hate that they're having a child. I hate it.
And so finally she says, "You need to reassure me and tell me that this won't happen again." And he finally says, "Okay, it won't happen again." And so they go inside and this poor technician, he's like, "No shake hands. I don't do that," because that's with a woman. You don't do that. Mm-hmm. For himself as a Muslim. And so now there's this big thing about, he's like, "Nope, no one's going to see my wife's belly but me, my wife's body." So they have to use a partition.
They use a thing. But it shows more than when Tigerlily says, "But I don't mind it because I feel like he's protecting me." So like you said, they do this.
It goes
dance
both
with
ways.
Yeah. So she wants it when she wants it, and she doesn't when she doesn't.
Exactly.
I'm sure Poodle's never said that to a man before.
It's my prerogative. But they have one female crew member named like Beth, who's over there in a backwards hat and a camera.
Jessie. She looks like a Jessie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. She's like, "I got it, guys.
I got it.
Don't worry about it. How many
real woman can do this,
Rachel?" Yeah.
And so later on, they show the baby, and I always think, and I'm probably going to hate for this, I think these like ultrasound melty photos of babies' faces are weird. I think that the 3D versions of them. I prefer mostly just the old black and white thing when they showed like the melty baby faces.
Yeah.
I think they're weird.
I don't like it either. I prefer the old ones too.
Okay, okay, I'm not alone in that. I think it just feels weird.
It looks like a weird melty baby doll.
Yes.
I prefer the other ones, that like the old one. I thought you were going to say you didn't like pictures of babies, like
that too. Who likes pictures of babies? Especially when they come out of the womb, they're all red and like angry.
We can't do this. Okay, let's talk about them at the diner.
I'm coming for newborns.
They see the baby. He loves the baby. They have a sweet moment. And that's kind of
it.
Well, it's ruined quickly because they go to this diner and then...
Well, actually, he says, "You make me so happy, baby, when you have my baby.
When you have my baby."
That just may be the language he's using, but there's just moments that I just can't... I think we said in their first season where I said... This woman is actually delusional.
Yes, she is.
She is living a delusion.
She is.
And all her family and friends are just supporting it. And it's fucked up. Anyway.
Because all her friends are paid for.
Yeah.
Let's talk about, as they go to the diner, we get this country song.
Okay, I'm glad you brought it up.
It's like... it was something like, "One can set a man and then they fought." It didn't make sense. The lyrics didn't make sense to me.
It's time to have a Coca-Cola at the end of the day after you've been that seeing your baby's melted face.
Well, and the lyrics of the song were like, you can't make a man lie down or make them follow you around. Oh, it's a man.
Men are like polecats.
Mm-hmm.
you can't skin them
Wild
and you
and
can't
free.
do with them.
It was great. It was a great song.
I was like, what is this song?
I'm like, I really wanted to be in the recording booth that day.
So
anyway,
y'all,
she sat down. She's pissed.
you can tell. And this, I just realized she gets like this twice a day about something.
And this is childlike behavior.
Uh-huh.
But someone who gives you a silent treatment is emotionally not an adult, I think, in a lot of ways.
And she says, he's like, what's wrong, baby? So he has to push because he even says, you're making me uncomfortable. And y'all, he cannot tolerate this.
He can't tolerate, and a lot of things. Yeah. And
it's almost like she needs to make him feel consistently like, in other words, he makes her feel stressed, and she needs to make him feel powerless.
Yeah.
And to get back. And y'all, that's not how a relationship should be, a healthy one anyway.
No.
So we all going, uh-oh. So then, I don't know if you noticed this, they order dessert and ice cream. First of all, this is a very small plate/bowl for a dessert like this. And you're asking for the ice cream to fall off. It was the design
it's one of your greatest fears.
Yes, because literally this was like a plate, and they put a big piece of cake and an enormous scoop of ice cream, which was too big for the cake. Notwithstanding, you need a cake should be served with ice cream.
Christina, we got a cake rant. Play the music.
Not being drowned by it. Otherwise, it gets really soggy. I could have told you this scoop of ice cream was going to fall off as soon as it arrived at the table. It's too small of a plate. Do better, Bluebird Cafe. Or whatever it is.
You done?
I'm done. Okay. I can move on.
Okay. So we find out she was like, you made it promise to me about something. Is there something
What is it? What do I do? What did I do?
And that, like, forever, they're just back and forth. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? And then she's like, smoking.
Well, but not only was she's like, do I need to ask you again? And like, I despise this kind of like almost making someone grovel for something.
It's making someone feel like shit instead of saying, it really upset me when I saw you smoking.
Exactly.
Instead of this, do you want to tell me something? You're like, you want someone to feel bad.
Yes. That's why I said I felt a little bad for him here.
And he is, you can tell, I said this earlier, it's scary to me how seething he is.
Oh, yeah.
He is furious because he knows, too, that she's doing this to him on camera.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
He's really aware of it, y'all.
And y'all, so he has been smoking. I also want to say, someone can't just quit smoking because someone tells them to. Because it seems like he is a consistent smoker.
Yeah.
And this is something that's addiction. And instead of saying, don't smoke, say, how can we help you quit smoking? Maybe we can get you on Chantix. So it's not something.
Crazy dreams.
What'd you say?
You're going to have crazy dreams.
Or something.
No, it works.
Nicorette or something like that. Nicotine gum or something. I'm saying that.
You quit. Every time you wanted to smoke, you sucked a dick, and it worked for you.
I just need something in my mouth.
There you go.
Oral fixation. Always had it.
Always had it.
And but the thing is, that's when she says, you tell me if you did it, you would tell me right away, and I promised I wouldn't get mad. You didn't tell me. He's like, but I just told you. So this felt like a mom and a child.
Well, because then it turns into, when you didn't just tell me, I had to ask you, so how can I, now it's, how can I trust you?
You're a bad person. Yeah.
So now it's this whole deeper thing, which she needs because she doesn't want to be Muslim. And now he's pressuring her to do that. So this is like her way of kind of balancing or evening the balancing the scale of justice. And he even says, like, this hurt my feelings so much. He said, when she told me that she can't trust me. And he says, he's like, well, you can trust me or not. That is not my problem.
Ugh. But she says, well, it's your decision. You chose this. You chose that I can't trust you, which is such a fucked up statement.
It really is. It really is. She put a lot of bullshit on him. It's almost like she's using this for something else. Like it feels deeper than this.
It's to make him feel subservient.
Yeah.
I swear to God. It's
because she does say you don't take responsibility for anything, and
that I agree with.
He doesn't. So it feels like she's punishing him for past things that he fucked up that he never took responsibility for.
I just think, y'all, we think Gino and Jasmine are toxic. This is a whole other level of a male-female dialectic, of a religious inequality, and also a financial one. And it is so gross. And they will never be able to talk to each other like equals because they're always trying to one-up the other. Mm-hmm. It's really awful. And I hate watching them. And that's the show.
And that's the show. That is, I just want to say too, I feel like she has no idea who she married because she really didn't know. So it really is. Well, they both don't. They both don't have any idea of who they married, but I really think that delusional piece you mentioned.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. That's it. Hour and a half show. There you go.
Well, we had to talk about a lot. We had to talk about 2 vacations.
Yeah.
Another episode.
It kind of felt.
That's not bad.
And it kind of felt freeing to me.
So talk about headgear sex?
The timing of it that, like I told you, I went to the orthodontist yesterday and I don't have to wear my headgear anymore. It's like I gave it a send-off. It was like, that's
if
what
you
the
see him
headgear
again,
was for.
will you wear it if he asks you?
100%. It was really good sex. He had a huge dick. Yes.
Other thing is, are you going to bring this liberated person back to Los Angeles now that you feel this?
I don't, I have to talk to my therapist about it because, Los Angeles is a hard city to date in.
It is.
I don't want to date, though. I don't want a relationship with anyone. I have no interest in that. So, but I think what was just nice too, like I didn't get on an app all week. And I do really like meeting people more out in the wild.
You can, you can.
And that's hard.
It's hard to do
in
here.
Los Angeles. So
also, but geographically, everything is much smaller, and almost everyone you meet is a potential sexual partner.
That what was weird about being. I understood when you said one time when you worked in West Hollywood and you walked out. I think we talked about this on the Gaily Dose on our murders when you said it was weird seeing straight people. Mm-hmm. It was weird when I got to Logan Airport and I went, oh wait, I can't just assume that cute guy is straight or is gay,
right?
I was like, I don't know if I want to live in that world where I have to guess.
There are very few places like that.
No, very few places. Yeah. So
even West Hollywood's become so straight gentrified.
Yeah. Although the guys there like it when you hit on them.
They do.
Unless they're Russian.
They're not going to fuck you unless you pay them. I've heard.
That's true. So we'll see. But all right, everybody. That is the show. You can leave a review on Apple Podcast or on Spotify, wherever you listen to us. You also can listen to the show without any commercials. If you don't want to listen to our ads, that's fine. Although if you do listen to our ads, please support our sponsors because they enable us to do what we do and what we love to do. Jake and I both had a wonderful text thread about, even though our bodies were tired for traveling, we were so grateful to come back to this job. We love what we do.
Very much so.
Very much so. So thank you for supporting us in that. So support our sponsors. And if you don't want to listen to the ads, you can go to RG Plus. If you subscribe on the $8 tier, there will be no commercials for you for all of our content.
And you're
Also-
getting Love After Lockup starting August 1st, I believe, or the
Yes.
first week in August.
It's coming up. So, and that's going to be on the video tier as well, in the $15 tier.
Woohoo!
So, lots to do. And then don't forget well, never mind. We already had it. Well, I hope that YouTube Live went well. We forgot to announce it again. Fuck! But if you are on the $15 tier, we do a 30-minute YouTube Live every month where we get to chat with y'all.
You get to hear Under the Skirt news.
Under the skirt.
Live under our skirts.
Yes. So, all right, everybody. Maybe I'll tell. Maybe for Under the Skirt, I'll tell about my other hookup story. I'll save it
Is
for
it
them.
better? Because that one was pretty horrifying. Not gonna lie.
There was. This one was more tame. There was no headgear involved.
I'm worried
But
now.
it was hot. It was real hot. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to tell it so that way I can see your face, because you'll be